A call is cold only if you don't know the person or what the situation is that you are addressing. If you do your homework, no call ever has to be cold. Now we will begin putting the pieces together to script your opening statement. Your opening statement needs to be more than, "Hi, I'm Jack West." It's an opportunity to begin selling yourself. It needs 3 parts: a confirmation of the contract, a statement of your value, and a question to engage the prospect. So let's look at how to put this statement together. The contract is important. It's your first chance to prove that you keep your word and can be trusted. What did you promise the prospect? You should have agreed by phone or email how long your initial meeting will last. This is the groundwork for your first contract. Whatever time has been given you, mention that time immediately when you meet the prospect and make it clear you plan to stick to it. If time has not been mentioned, you mention it immediately. "Well, Bill, I appreciate you taking time to meet with me. Would 20 minutes be a reasonable time for us to meet?" "Great. That's what I'll do then. I promise to take no more than 20 minutes of your time today." Now you have a contract. Be sure you keep it. As you saw in Workshop 2, your value statement must be focused on an outcome and a benefit to the customer, and include a VAK mix to energize it. So say your value statement early in the first meeting. This is just an example of how a VAK value statement might look and sound. Take the time to script a good one for yourself. The final part of your opening statement is to engage the prospect in a meaningful conversation. You do this with a well-crafted question, and it must not be typical salesmanese. It must be based on a real desire on your part to get information. It should also be based on what you already know about the company and the person in order to make it meaningful. And one more thing, always ask permission to ask the question. Notice the VAK mix in the question. Notice the connection between what you know and your opening question. Also notice the VAK mix. Developing and asking good questions is an art, but there are lots of samples of best practices that can help guide you in what to say and how to say it. These 3 books, for example, offer different approaches, but excellent ideas all. If you find that you aren't able to find a good question to start the conversation, take a look at any of these for some help. The last thing to help you ensure that your cold call doesn't feel or look like a cold call is to check your own attitude. Sometimes your attitude can get in the way of warming that first meeting. Do you hate cold calls? Then guess how you come across to your prospect. It will show. Your own attitudes and feelings about this first meeting will be broadcast like a billboard on the highway. So make sure you're sending the message you want to send. How do you feel about cold calls? Especially check what you tell yourself. Does it energize you or drain energy away? Think about something you really like doing or something you do really well. Imagine the time you feel really good. See it, hear the sounds, feel good while you're thinking about it, then label it. Give it a label, a good time label while you're feeling those good feelings. Ski time, book time, music moment, pro from Dover time, all-star time, show time, crowd pleaser, whatever label makes sense for you. Now, visualize the meeting you're planning and say that good time label at the same time. Say it out loud. See if that doesn't bring back that good feeling, even though you're thinking about your meeting. Hold on to that good feeling, but connect it, or anchor it, to your visualizing your first meeting with this new prospect. Do this until you can feel good while seeing the meeting in your head. Sometimes, if you're nervous about that first meeting, it also helps to remember why you're doing this in the first place. If it's just to tell your sales manager that you're going to make a call and it will fill your quota for the month, don't waste your time. It will be about as useful as those calls you get in your office on Friday afternoon. You know, the ones that are made to satisfy the weekly goal or they won't get paid. They don't really want you to buy anything. It would actually slow them down. They have to make so many calls by 5 p.m., so hang up quick, please. You know those calls. You don't want to appear like those quota-filling callers. You want to make this a successful meeting. So ask yourself, why am I here? Keep your own goals in focus. Your own goals are important. Why are you doing this? So look at these questions and ask them to yourself. Take your time and really answer them. Your attitude can make or break you. Workshop 9 of the series focuses on your attitude and how to overcome limiting beliefs. But for now, remember this. You're as good as you believe you are. It's your choice. Plan a good meeting, believe you will be good at it, and it will be a success. After all, you have the unfair advantage.